Hey you guys, welcome to the second class of body fluids and circulation. And we finished about the different components of blood in the previous class, and today we're just going to finish blood grouping, blood clotting, lymph, and the types of circulatory systems. So let's get started with blood grouping. Alright, you know कि अगर तुम्हें कोई पूछेगा what's your blood group, so you obviously say something like A positive, O negative, etc. But do you know how this comes from? Where this comes from? Basically, our blood has these certain proteins which give it a particular type. For example, अगर तुम RBC लो किसी एक आदमी का, okay, I have the blood group A positive. So let's just suppose my blood, and this is an RBC of my blood. This contains a specific protein known as antigen, which is produced in response as an immune response, but it's present on my blood. And this antigen is A antigen, which is present on my red blood cell. But इसी के लिए there is one antibody which is present in my blood in the plasma. So RBC पे जो antigen is present, that will signify your blood group. But it has another antibody which is produced in response to the antigen, which usually attacks the antigen, is present in the plasma. Now, since it attacks the antigen, you can't have the same antibody present in plasma also. So, अगर मेरे पास A antigen है on my red blood cell, then I should have B antibody in my plasma. So that's why antibody for A blood group will be A and B. Similarly for B, antigen will be B on RBC, but इसका antibody will be A in the plasma, so that this antibody does not attack this antigen. AB के लिए, from the name you can figure out, it has both A and B antigen. Now, since it has both A and B antigen, it can't have either of A or B antibody. So it has no antibody in its plasma. O ka is a symbolism for 0. That means that it does not have any kind of antigen on its RBC, but it has both A and B antibody in its plasma. So this is blood grouping, and from this you can figure out that O is a universal donor, more specifically O negative. I'll come to the negative part later. O is a universal donor and AB is a universal acceptor. Matlab AB can give blood to anyone, and AB can take blood from anyone, and O can give blood to anyone. And I want you guys to figure out why just by looking at this chart. Alright, so let's move to the second part, that is RH. So RH comes from this one monkey, which and this protein, this rhesus protein, has been found in monkeys and also in humans. And this is the one which gives you your plus and minus in your blood grouping. So RH positive people, I again told you my blood group is A positive. So RH positive people, I have the RH antigen also on my RBC. Okay. But people who are negative, suppose they're A negative, they do not have the RH antigen on their RBCs. So sometimes what happens is when you mix RH positive and RH negative blood, then the RH negative blood develops, it develops antibodies against the RH positive ones. That means it kills off the RH positive cells. Alright, so this phenomena is more prominently observed in babies and mothers. So I'll just give you this case and we're going to learn a particular kind of disease through it. So suppose there is a mother who is RH negative. Matlab they don't have this RH antigen on their RBC. But the father is RH positive, so that's why the baby is RH positive. It turns out to be RH positive. So in such a case, while the baby is being delivered, thoda sa blood of the baby gets mixed with the mother's. And what happens is, since the baby is RH positive, the mother develops antibodies for this RH ka antigen and it kills off those cells. But these antibodies developed against an RH positive baby will remain in the mother. So, जब second pregnancy होता है and the baby turns out to be RH negative, then these antibodies are there in the mother, right? So these antibodies, the baby turns out RH positive. So yeah, these antibodies then kill off the cells of the babies, which can cause a lot of complications leading from jaundice to almost death. And this phenomena is known as erythroblastosis fetalis. Wait. erythroblastosis fetalis. So the phenomena by which the Rh antibodies present in the mother kill off the Rh positive blood cells of the second baby is known as erythroblastosis fetalis. So we're done with blood grouping. Let's move on to blood clotting. So you know तुम्हें चोट लगती है, but your blood doesn't keep flowing, right? It stops at a point. There's this brown color ka layer which is formed over it at a point, right? So this brown color ka layer is made up of a lot of fibrous kind of substances known as fibrin. And now this fibrin is formed from fibrinogen by the enzyme thrombin. Now thrombin enzyme is formed from prothrombin by the enzyme thrombokinase. And this is just a part of it. इससे related there are many other enzymes, many other reactions known as a cascade of reactions. मतलब a lot of reactions leading to this one fibrin being formed for the process of blood clotting. And these reactions are favored by the presence of calcium ions and vitamin K. This is all you have to remember. You just have to remember these 5 or 6 names, and the other reactions haven't been really mentioned in NCERT. But you should just know that there are many clotting factors which lead up to blood clotting, and it's very important, and it's mostly aided by platelets in our body. And we also learned that fibrinogen is present in plasma as a component, as a protein component. Now, let's move on to the next topic, that is lymph. So suppose this is a blood vessel, matlab capillary, the shortest blood vessels, and it's 1 cell thick. सिर्फ एक cell है. And these are the tissues. Now you see the small space outside. Sometimes what happens is a small amount of water from blood or some small proteins, they leak out into this small interstitial space that is between the normal tissues and the blood capillaries. So these interstitial spaces, they contain these fluid, and this fluid is known as lymph. Now why it is important is it is used for exchange of materials such as nutrients, gases, etc. Because it's acting as a basement substance between these two blood vessels and the tissue, right? So that's why this fluid is useful for exchanging substances among blood. And what happens is the lymphatic system is in such a way that all this fluid is taken out into separate vessels known as lymph vessels, and it's drained back into veins. So ये fluid body के हर तरफ से it's taken, the lymph, and it's drained back into the vein so that it can go back into the blood. But it's constantly circulating around the body. That's why it has all the components that are being exchanged throughout the body. Sometimes there are nutrients that are absorbed into the lymph too. We learned about villi, right? So what happens to fats is they can't just be absorbed into the bloodstream. So they become into chylomicrons and they're absorbed into lacteals. And lacteals are nothing but lymph vessels. So yeah, lymph is used for exchange of gases. But there are a few properties you need to know of lymph. It has no RBCs. It has less amount of WBCs. It has less amount of proteins. But it has same amount of minerals as compared to blood. Okay? And these are the properties of lymph. And lymph is very, very important when it comes to our body's immunity. You'll learn about it later. It contains a lot of lymphocytes. Lymphocytes are the specific kind of RBCs which are used for the T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes used for defense mechanisms of our body. So yeah, that is about lymph for now. But you'll learn more detail about what the lymphocytes do and how this lymphatic system acts in human health and diseases in 12th grade. Okay. Now let's come to the types of circulatory system. There are only 2 basic kinds, that is open and closed. Open में क्या होता है? It's present in mollusks and arthropoda. इसमें क्या होता है कि there is no specific kind of blood vessels. मतलब सब खुला हुआ है, open है. That means that heart जो blood pump करता है, the blood that's being pumped by the heart, it moves into these large vessels or body cavities called sinuses. Now these that opposed to closed. In closed, what happens is, like in humans and chordates and annelids, the heart pumps the blood and it moves into blood vessels. So there's a structure, there's a network of blood vessels that goes through the body and gives the blood. But open mein, it's all open into the body cavities and then it goes from there. Now let's come to the kinds of circulation. First one, which you mostly observe in fishes, that is singular circulation. So fishes have a two-chambered heart. They have one atrium and one ventricle. So the oxygenated blood from the atrium is passed on to the rest of the body, and the deoxygenated blood from the ventricle is passed on to the lungs, where it gets purified. Lungs in the sense gills in fishes, where it gets purified and it's passed on to the atrium. So basically, इधर से deoxygenated blood गया, इधर gills है, it became oxygenated, and now it's passed on to the atrium, and atrium se it's passed on to the body. There's only one single cycle of circulation going on. That's why it's known as singular circulation. Now let's come to the second kind, that is incomplete. I think my Alexa just spoke. Anyways, incomplete double circulation. So in incomplete double circulation, what happens is it's mostly present in reptiles, which have three-chambered heart, reptiles and amphibians. So unme there are two atria and there is one ventricle. So what happens is there is mixed blood in the ventricles. From one atria, that is right atria, it receives deoxygenated blood from the body, and the left atria, it receives oxygenated blood from lungs or gills or whatever respiratory organ they have, and then it gets mixed here. And this mixed blood is now sent to the rest of the body. The problem with this is that mixed blood isn't efficient in carrying oxygen. मतलब उसके energy needs are not completely satisfied as it is in humans. So anytime the amount of energy that is provided by double circulation, proper double circulation, is more than that provided by incomplete or that provided by singular. Let's come to the last kind and the best kind of circulation which we've seen, that is double circulation. Double circulation mein there are two atria and two ventricle, just as in humans, and there is two sets of circulation going on. Matlab this entire right part is used for a different kind of circulation, left part for a different kind of circulation. So isme kya hota hai, there is no mixing of blood. So that is why the energy is more efficiently passed on to the entire body. And we're going to learn the mechanism, but just to sum it up for you, we have deoxygenated blood which is coming from the entire body to the right atrium. Right atrium se ye right ventricle mein jayega. Yahan se it's taken to the lungs. Lungs mein it gets purified, lungs, and then it's taken to the left atrium. Left atrium se it goes to left ventricle, and left ventricle se pura oxygenated, pure oxygenated blood is passed on to the rest of the body. So that you can see there are two kinds of circulation going on, and this is why it's known as double circulation. And these are the three kinds of circulation, and these are the two kinds of circulatory systems. So yes, we're done for today, and we'll be starting with the human heart and the circulatory system in the next class properly. Until then, have a nice day and keep watching and subscribe.